Okay, good morning. Aloha from Maui, Hawaii. This is Aloha Saturday on a Monday. Well, there's a lot going on, isn't there? A lot going on. How many times does it seem that everything just keeps repeating over and over and over? And then something just pops up that's refreshing. And it's such a wonderful, wonderful thing to have those little moments where something really refreshing just arrives suddenly out of nowhere. It just it feels so good. I think about the science. The science is the the folks who are studying things like microbiology and paleontology. Many of these folks embraced evolution and atheism because that's the thing they were given. They were taught that that evolution has taught Darwinian evolution that it's a fact. It's a proven fact. Yeah, when indeed it is not a proven fact. And then later you come to find out, if you're one of these thoughtful, logical, honest thinking scientists, that need to reconsider what the evidence really is pointing to. And if you're honest, you will arrive at a conclusion that challenges your belief. So what about the rest of us who are not microbiologists or paleontologists or so-called experts? How do we fit into that science dogma. Yes, the dogma, the scientific dogma that is so well defended. And great pressure is put on any who would disagree. So how do we fit into that picture? Do we have the courage to stand up and say, I don't think so, and yet do so without being obnoxious or spiteful or angry, hateful, but just stand up and say, no, I don't think so. I see a different conclusion. And it's such a good thing to know that we will be rewarded for our courage. You will be rewarded with a sense of having taken a stand for something that is important. So how does that translate into how we view and how we treat others in our daily lives? Do we look the other way when someone needs assistance? Do we push ahead when someone else needs assistance? What about the person on crutches that needs help loading something into their car? We don't know them, but we see that they're struggling. Or maybe the person who arrives and needs assistance with some little thing. Are we charitable with our time? Do we offer to help? Or do we look the other way and pretend that they don't even exist and justify it because we're so busy or because what we're doing in that moment is more important, maybe? You know, uh, well, I guess I have to say all of these things are on my mind because sometimes we just need to think about things that involve more than just our daily routine. Sometimes we need to think and ponder and meditate on things that matter. And then best of all, I think for me, to find the joy the joy that can only arrive when I put those things into action. And the joy is complete. Mhm. I'm thinking of a young homeless woman who lives under a freeway in Los Angeles. She's in her mid-20s. She's been on the street for at least 5 years. And she's not a victim. She started a nonprofit. And her nonprofit harvests anything that can be salvaged from wherever, dumpsters, things that are just thrown away on the street, wherever she can find something that has been thrown away that will be rescued and that will be repaired or restored or salvaged or put to some use somehow, some way. Yeah, she started a nonprofit that takes society's garbage and junk and discarded stuff and makes it useful again. How's that? And when I saw her joy in her face, I knew that it was real. Yeah, it was real, a real demonstration of inner joy. It only comes from having the courage to stand up and say, I don't think so. Well, it's another brief but enjoyable Aloha Saturday on a Monday. All the best to you and yours. This is Robert. And aloha.